Whoops. Top of morning, ladies. My name is Seth, and welcome to the What If What If Zuko here was the leatherback, not a turtle one, the one from Pacific Rim. I am gonna find the picture. This one, yeah. But Zuko in this What If is gonna be way more like intelligent. Yeah. So, yeah. But he was born from different, so I'll get into that later. But, yeah. So yeah, it will be like similar to Pacific Rim, where it's just all like these robots and battle against kaijus that come out of water. Then, of course, the the people will say that then they are I'm making them way stronger than in the movies slash TV shows. So yeah. So then, yeah, they are trying to ban all the kaijus from. So yeah, let's begin. So, and his girlfriend in this What If will be Rinko. Yeah, that girl. So basically, yeah. Now it's time for getting into this. So they've been fighting kaijus. Of course, the one of the kaiju eggs got flung into the, or actually was out in the wilderness, like in the cave. Not aware it was on the other side of the Pussycats one. And yeah. So basically, Zuko, or when was like everybody's like terrified to even go outside. So even the pro heroes and villains. So it was quiet. So then Zuko was in the cave when he hatched from the egg. Of course, he looks up as he feeds on like plant life and to keep himself alive. Yeah. But this kaiju is, or Zuko as a kaiju, or this kaiju is strong. So, yeah. So he goes, or let's say a portal opens up again. The I just call it portal, but a bridge. Not Golden Gate Bridge, but the one that where kaijus comes from or comes out of kind. And they had to fight, and of course when Zuko was 15, he looked like an average gorilla. So at age of 4, he looks like a average human. Then at age of 15, he is the same size as him. But he had kaiju DNA, so basically he can go into the breach with no problems. So yeah. So then he thought to himself in his head, he says, I need to help these humans with this little problem of his. I sound like a drunk man. So yeah. So he was walking around in the forest as he looks up, or he sees one of the Jaegers, or this guy. And in this what if, All Might was piloting that. Yeah, piloting it. And so he was going to battle against a level 12 kaiju. And you know what makes Zuko? Of course, I know this is probably a level 5 kaiju. Him. But Zuko, in this what if, because he is level 10 million. Yeah, 10 million. That's his threat level. So he goes in, that's his level, and boosted it up. So yeah, a lot. So, and let's say this robot guy was like gonna get killed by the level 12, because the level 12 had where it was this one, like all three of these were gonna kill the human, as they hear this roar in sound, and they looked around, and they see this big kaiju who coming right towards them, as like wondering, why is this kaiju coming right towards us, as the machine was still down, but instead of attacking into the robot guy, he decided to go charge right at the kaijus, and yeah, he ripped him Spike thing's head off. Huh? He ripped the horns off of him, or like ripped the head off too, and brutally. And then for that one, he basically cracked the skull all the way through. As he turns around, like he walks or goes around. Um. Hmm. Like he goes after he was done killing the kaijus. He looks at them as he taps on their glass. Not very hard, just enough to. As he sent thought communications through their brain. As he says, "Are you guys still alive in there? Are you guys still alive in there?" Sorry. So yeah. So basically, Zuko grabs the robot, lifts it up over his head. He walks like a human, as everyone's confused of why this kaiju is different from the others. As he lays them down in front of In. As he sat down, he's not running away. As everyone's like pointing guns at him. As one person that was watching it, actually scrap that part about him sitting down. He was standing up. He walked away. As on the when Rinko, that's her name, Rinko saw this beautiful creature, because she loves spooky stuff, so she calls him Spooky. She ends up thinking about it. So she goes out at night. As he was like in the cave, just laying down. As as he hears a little sound coming from the like a twigs breaking. As he looks over, as he says, as he goes to sleep, and yeah, so Rinko who gets up close. She doesn't want to be eaten by him. As the yeah, it's a guy. So in this what if, because in the sport, or if there's a spoiler, sorry. This one was a girl. Yeah. So, but in this one, this creature is a guy. So yeah. So, but Zuko, or in this whatever, could change gender. So no big deal if he wants to. So when he could sense there's a human, as he looks at, or when she, or when he opens his eyes, he sees the silver-haired girl as she froze in mid place, and she thought he was gonna eat her, but instead she looks up and sees a finger like of him just softly petting her. Or as he lays there sleeping, or he went back to sleep, as she was terrified. So she went back to home before. Of course, her parents always knew where she was at. And basically, they did, of course, she was thinking about doing like subdue him. Basically, like the and yeah. So then at the like base of the heroes, All Might says, well, we're pretty lucky with him, or with this creature called Leatherback. Now, or his actual name is Leatherback Zuko, but everyone calls him Leatherback. So, yeah. So then he ends up going. So there was a bunch of kaijus came out. As a kaiju, or so All Might says that we really need to figure out how to deal with the kaijus. And yeah. Like, how do we close a portal thing? And yeah. So basically, Deku ends up helping him, or like, they were like, okay, we need, only way to go into the portal, you need to be a kaiju, so that will be pretty dangerous. But Zuko is actually a different kind of, or is a different kind of leatherback. He is a mortal leatherback. So he could survive explosions, he could survive anything. He has the power of infinity and zero too. That's crazy. I'm making him way overpowered. So, yeah. So, when the, let's say during the summer, she decides to go to do it. And no, I don't have the pictures of what she would look like with a like bathing suit on, hun. So I'm gonna see what. Just picture her in the bathing suit. So here, this one. I just saw the what she looked like, and yeah, that. And so yeah. So basically, she was in that hut, and 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 she walks up to Zuko. Of course, Zuko was like when he woke up, he sees this thing in like that outfit thing, and he looks at close. Yeah, as he telepathically tells her that, are you trying to subdue me? Like, make me homeless? I'm a kaiju. Whom? I'm leatherback. Huh. When he picks her up, not like as he, not very tight, as she's wondering if he's gonna eat her. But then she closed her eyes. But then at that same moment, she's when she opened her eyes, she got kissed. You don't know where. Yeah, right on her stomach. Not like bites marks, but he just like he just straight up kissed her. So yeah, and he set her down. No, but because he has the infinity and zero, so and she says, I'm heading to the ocean. You want to come? Mm, you humans might be afraid of me, but you seem different from it. Hmm. Yeah, I love spooky stuff. And you are kind of scary, and I love you. That's what she said to him as he starts blushing. As when she left, he really wants to be with her, but to explore around. But he's a kaiju. She's a human. He doesn't want to end up killing her. So what does he do? During that kiss thing, he also copied her DNA thing, like the human DNA. So he could transform into a beautiful guy, eh, with like long hair. As he looks up, or actually, he had like this blue and brown hair there, and yeah, basically, that's how it is. So he looked like his body looked more like him than like Zuko's. So yeah. So then yeah. And then like swim trunks. As he's just went to there, no one bothered him. No. Like he looked more human. As he's swimming around. He's just swimming around. He feels so much better after. And then the kaiju appearance thing, the siren went off. As everybody's like, or as it says, please get out of the water, please. This is not a drill. As a level 6 kaiju came out of the water. This one is gonna come out of water. As Jaeger or those like robots had no chance against him. But Zuko got pushed underwater. As he swam away from the kaiju, but he was mad. He jumped out of the water, or his body turned back into that. He jumped out of the water, grabs the kaiju by the head, rode it all the way back into the water. As he snaps it, breaks it, rips it to shreds. As blue blood came out of it, as it came out of the water. I'm scared. As he says, then I head back. As he saw her in the swimsuit again, or bathing suit. And yeah, it was like to him, most gorgeous thing. So yeah, so he gets out of the water. Of course, they thought he was swam from way over there to where they were at. But he grabbed a towel, or like he shook it off, like, yeah. So I think I know why that they come out of a water before, is because to keeping their skins moisturized. So yeah. So then so the next day she comes in, or actually, let's say, so Zuko turned into a human, as he has abilities that he treats them as quirks. So the basically shrinks down as he gets class 1A, actually. Yeah, so he gets to class 1A after the internship thing. Then the time skip. I'm skipping all that extra stuff because you're probably sick and tired of him fighting all the time. So USJ is a similar, but Zuko, who uses his power more, as he uses his blast, like that one. But the attack name of it is called Ultimate Blair Attack. Yeah. So then he goes, or he uses his own arm for it. And yeah, he kills the Nomu and all that stuff. So of course, Rinko didn't know that the leatherback and the human the are one and the same. So then at the school, or no, at All Might versus All for One, the Zuko was like, as he transforms into a kaiju, as he says, "You know why you didn't see a leatherback?" As the monstrous form comes out. Oh. As he. And she didn't realize, as when she saw him transform back into the one that she was trying to subdue, like basically be romantic to, is actually a same person, or same him. So yeah, as the kaiju who leatherback is back. So he charges in as a alarm is going off. As all for one's like, hey, there must be another kaiju. As they hear the footsteps of boom, boom, boom. As he starts charging, as they see a big gorilla, and he slams his fist into All for One's chest, sending him flying up into the sky as he grabs him, tosses him around like a little rag doll. And yes, it was horrifying as he says in a derpiest like voice, "Yeehaw!" Or like, "Now you're gonna die. So now let me kill you off." As he squeezes the All for One's body tighter than most kaijus, as the helmet popped off, his head popped off, squeezing it, crushing it, everything. And as he looks at All Might and says, "RK," as he's more warmed up to like people, as All Might is still like could not believe this kid or this guy or this kaiju saved his life. As he looks over and sees a debris, let me get that for you. As he picks up the debris, like bunch of rocks, to him, like small rocks. As he picks up the citizen, with only 2 fingers, sets her down. As they're like, man, this kaiju is helpful. So yeah. So then Zuko was strong. So one day, Nezu went up to the kaiju. And the kaiju whom can't see that, like, how small, or he can't see Nezu, so he says, or as he's laying down, "And you see me now? Yeah. Okay, I want you to barricade the breach, the that portal that you guys or you kaijus came from. As he looks over at his like where he just hatched from, as he points, "I'm nothing like them." And so they explained the plans and that they will wire up the moms to him, and he goes into the portal and destroys it. And that sounds like a risky move. As he thinks about Rinko, his beloved Rinko. as he doesn't want to die. He, as one of the pussycats, she read his mind, and she says, "Don't worry about her." The About Rinko. Oh, she'll be in good hands, eh? And don't worry, we won't let you die that easily, eh? Come on. As she's trying to, Ling, he says, hey. As he gets strapped up. As the Rinko heard that her her boyfriend is going to do something really dangerous, but of course a pro hero tells her that no matter what happens, he knows that when you try to subdue him, he actually was in love with you before. That's why he didn't kill you right then and there. He loves me, as Rinko is like gonna be blushing, because all this time she thought he was gonna like not gonna like date her. It turns out it was the so then yeah, it was just weird. So then yeah, Leatherback went down into the portal. He jumps right through, and of course kaijus like this one, and you can't see it, that's okay. I can't even see it too. So this creature eater was it, and the this one was battling against him. Of course, he took out both of them at the same time, as he basically even the robots, or like both robots that were highly trained in to like deliver him to the portal, as he jumps down into it, as the explosion happened in the portal, as he tells him to run, and as he jumps right through without any problems. So then he pulls the trigger, and he destroys the entire thing. All the portals were shut down. As he becomes, or he teleported out of there before, or no, after, as he comes out of the cave, as he gets up, of course, he did had, before he left, he did had, like, as he wants to, who do like what dinosaurs did, like from Jurassic Park. They like changes genders things. So he does, and he gave birth to 9,000 kids, kaijus, of the gorilla things. Yeah. So then she starts crying, and because her favorite kaiju is dead. And her friend, or Class 1A, was also crying because they said that our friend's dead. And he was a kaiju, so as they tried to, like, so they had a mission to go do. They became pro heroes, but the so Overhaul is about to like gonna kill, let's say, Rinko, or actually not Rinko, let's say Ochako, as they hear this roar, like loud roar, as what came out, as he starts charging at Overhaul, as and certain Night Eyes says, "Here he comes." As everyone looks at him, who is one and only Leatherback. As they see a giant fist comes up, or actually Overhaul sees a giant fist comes up out of nowhere, hits, and or slams right into the name Overhaul's face, or into the side of his body, sending him flying. As he says, "Huh, now I'm real mad." Yeah. So, Zuko ends up, as Rinko, let's say Rinko was there, and when she saw, or actually, scratch that, she wasn't there, but she heard the siren go off of a kaiju appeared. Leatherback is back. And when she heard that, she knew exact same moment as she gets on top of the building, as she sees him. Her eyes start to, like, have that heart thing. Like this stuff. Yeah. So, as Rinko could not believe that her favorite kaiju is back. As he, like, stomps around and like at overhaul, slapping him around like a little fish. Whoosh. Yeah. So, yeah. Basically, after he was done, then he had a special power of infinity. So he separated them back into the other four, I think. So yeah, it was scary. Sorry about that. So yeah. So then Zuko, who was like, as he is going back, of course, one of them says, "Hey, leatherback." He or you must or your new name him so as the Principal Nezu raised her head, gave him a name instead of calling him Leatherback, calling him the Zuko the Leatherback, or Leatherback and Zuko. So yeah, so they came up with different names. So, but when they arrived to the cave before, they had, or they see over 9,000 eggs. 9 million eggs and counting. Yeah. And when they heard that Zuko and Nezu forgot that kaijus, or actually they did not know that kaijus could reproduce. So he ends up, or they ended up like, no big deal. So yeah, so so when one of them or all of them hatched at the same time, he ended up as the leather leatherback Zuko, who tells his children to not feed on the humans, feed on everything around it except for the humans. As one ate a branch off a tree, as they're like, man. So, so Rinko walks up to him and he tells them that if he wants to have like iron hunting, because he says, I'll transform into a human. As he transforms into a, like the one that you saw, um, picture of him. Yeah, with like blue hair. Her. The Yeah. So basically, Zuko ends up um as Rinko walks up to him and tells him that she wants to get married to him, and all those kids will be theirs. Yeah. And so he says, sure. As they actually got married during. So the kids of the leatherback was there, but they behaved really well. Usually, normally they lose control, but it's their fathers. Is like so the let's say they were 19, and yeah, they basically she did it with a human part, and that's level 1, and she because they lived out in a country, basically, like, yeah, in the country, away from everybody, and she wants to do the deed in in the yeah. So I'm gonna leave this off. Don't worry, there's gonna be a part 2. So bye.